The Middle East has been a hotbed of conflict for decades, involving various nations and groups. Israel, Lebanon, and Gaza are central to the ongoing tensions. Israel, a major military power, often finds itself in conflict with neighboring countries and non-state actors. Lebanon, home to Hezbollah, often bears the brunt of these conflicts. Gaza, controlled by Hamas, faces a severe humanitarian crisis, exacerbated by the blockade imposed by Israel and Egypt. Each side accuses the other of aggression and human rights violations. These conflicts not only affect the immediate regions, but also draw in global powers like the United States and the United Kingdom. The humanitarian impact is immense, with civilians often caught in the crossfire. The recent airstrikes, sanctions, and court orders are all part of this intricate web. These developments have far-reaching implications for regional stability and international relations. Israel conducted airstrikes in southern Lebanon and near Beirut, marking the first attacks near the Lebanese capital in days. The strikes targeted Hezbollah-controlled areas. In southern Lebanon, the strikes hit municipal buildings in Nabati, resulting in fatalities and injuries. The Israeli military stated that the strikes targeted Hezbollah infrastructure. Airstrikes on Beirut's southern outskirts targeted alleged Hezbollah weapon storage facilities. These strikes came shortly after Israel issued evacuation warnings. The U.S. expressed concerns over the impact on Beirut's civilian population. The airstrikes have heightened tensions in the region. The fatalities have sparked outrage among Lebanese citizens. The international community urges restraint and prioritizing civilian safety. Following a warning from the United States, Israel allowed limited humanitarian aid into northern Gaza. The U.S. expressed concerns over the humanitarian situation and threatened to reconsider military aid. Israel claimed it wasn't restricting aid and blamed distribution issues on humanitarian organizations. Aid agencies argued the amount allowed was insufficient and hindered by Israel's military. The U.S. demanded a significant increase in daily aid trucks and improved living conditions. The situation in Gaza remains critical, with food shortages and a collapsing healthcare system. Britain sanctions West Bank settlers and organizations amid rising violence. The UK imposed sanctions on Israeli settler outposts and organizations, citing their support for violence against Palestinians. The British government attributed the sanctions to a rise in settler violence over the past year. The UK's action aligns with similar measures by the US and other countries. These actions aim to address concerns over attacks by Israeli settlers against Palestinians. Israel's High Court orders explanation for Gaza medical evacuation system. Israel's Supreme Court ordered the government to provide clarification regarding its system for facilitating medical evacuations from Gaza. This order follows a petition filed by human rights groups, expressing concerns about the lack of a transparent and efficient process for patients needing medical treatment outside Gaza. The petition highlighted the challenges faced by Gaza residents seeking medical care, particularly after the closure of the Rafah border crossing. The court's order requires the Israeli government to provide a detailed explanation of its procedures for medical evacuations from Gaza. Many residents have been unable to access necessary medical treatments due to bureaucratic hurdles and border closures, the government's response to the court order will be critical. It needs to ensure that the medical evacuation system is transparent, efficient, and accessible to all who need it.